What is going on? It's your man, Mr. Z. I know I've been gone for a while, but I'm back for the Black Friday 2014 sales. I was really wanting to share some of my amazing finds with you guys. I went to 3 places this year. Unlike making the mistake of going to Kmart like I did last year, I decided to skip over Kmart and go straight to the good stuff, which were located at Best Buy, Target, and Walmart. I'm going to give you a quick run through of all the stuff that I got, my opinions of each movie, whether I've seen it really quickly or what my expectations are for the movies I have not seen. So let's get started on these Blu-rays. I swear to God, my hands are almost blue from all the Blu-rays I've been buying. Start off with a good one. Start off with all the Best Buy ones. First one at Best Buy, for $3.99 I got Limitless. Limitless is a great movie. I don't really need to spend too much time on this. If you haven't seen Limitless, I know you've heard the things that people say about Limitless. It's just a fantastic drama with a fantastic performance by Bradley Cooper. And the weird thing is that this movie turns into a sci-fi because of the drug that's induced in this movie, the drug makes Bradley Cooper do fantastic and phenomenal things, which I don't want to spoil what those things are if you haven't seen the movie, but just see it. This movie's great. Have not seen the unrated edition. Cannot wait to see this on Blu-ray. This next movie I found for $8 on Blu-ray, but I went to Target and I found it for $6, so I'm going to have to go back tomorrow and return this, but that movie is Edge of Tomorrow. Originally, I wasn't going to buy this on Blu-ray at all. I mean, it's a good actioner, not a fantastic actioner, but it is a damn enjoyable actioner. I found it for $8. Now, for a new movie, $8, that's fantastic. But go to Target, $6, that's even more fantastic. So, I gave this movie a 7 out of 10, I think it was. But, you know, it's a great action movie with Tom Cruise. Not a fantastic action movie, but it's a pretty damn good action movie with some Tom Cruise. So, Halo meets Groundhog Day. Let's do this. Next up, $3.99, Commando. This movie bleeds 80s action movie. Just high body count, nonsensical action sequences. Schwarzenegger, Commando, great 80s action movie. Next up, we got Quantum of Solace. Now, the only James Bond movies I have seen are Skyfall and Casino Royale. I'm a major Bond noob, and I've just started to dive into the Bond universe with Daniel Craig's Bonds, and this is the last of the Bonds that I've seen. This was $3.99. People have told me that this is one of the worst of the franchise, but other people have told me that this movie has garnered so much unnecessary hate, and that this is actually a thoroughly enjoyable actioner, so that I really want to check this one out. And for $4, $3.99, hell yeah, man. Next up, we got, again, when you're going through all these films, and you're just like ruffling through these, and you see any ounce of a good movie in this like stack of Blu-rays that they have at lined up for you at the stores, you're most likely gonna get it. And this movie falls into that. Again, this isn't a fantastic movie, but it is a slightly enjoyable one that you can watch on a rainy day, and that's The A-Team. There are many problems with this movie, but at the end of the day, you can simply look at this as kind of mindless action scenes, but this movie's not a mindless action movie, but these action scenes are pretty mindless and pretty chaotic and just mayhem. So, $4, Blu-ray, surround sound, what are you gonna do? Next up is a movie, again, I keep finding cheaper movies elsewhere at other places, but this one caught my attention because of all the hype that it was given and the fact that I have not heard one single person call this a bad movie ever, and that is Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Hate me if you want to. I have not seen Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, but I really fucking want to see this movie. I've heard literally flawless things about this movie, but I found it at Target for a much cheaper price, so I'm gonna go return this, but I cannot wait to see Scott Pilgrim vs. the World on Blu-ray. Next up is probably the cheapest thing I have that I found tonight. And considering how new this movie is, this is a mind-boggling price. For $3.75, The Lego Movie on Blu-ray. The Lego Movie. Now, Oh, mind you, I didn't think this movie was great. I thought this movie was good. I thought it was an uplifting movie. Fantastic animation. And if I'm ever feeling down, I may pop in this movie along with a couple more animated movies. But $3.75 for the Lego movies just came out right around the corner, man. Hell yeah, dude. Next up is another movie that I have not seen, and Steelbook. Heard phenomenal things about it. A lot of Steelbooks tonight. Not a lot of Steelbooks. That is the Blues Brothers. People have told me that this is one of the earliest action comedies. Pretty much one of the first ones to pretty much get the ball rolling on action comedies in general. Fucking love Dan Aykroyd and John Belushi. Fucking love Saturday Night Live. And all the parodies I've seen of the Blues Brothers and all the phenomenal things I've heard from this movie, I'm really glad I picked this one up. You know, when you own every other film in this franchise, purchasing this was hard, but I really wanted to complete the series, so X-Men The Last Stand. Now, there are a couple action sequences in this film that are pretty damn good. There are a couple elements in this film that I thought were phenomenal, like the Brotherhood and Magneto and Pyro and that thing that they had going on there. Great. But the fact that they decided to do all these bullshit ideas, and the fact that you had to have a much better movie... Here, hold on. The fact that you had to have this movie erase all the events of this, you did something fucking wrong on the way down. So, a couple enjoyable action sequences. This is on sale for $3.99. I have every other X-Men film in the franchise, so... Okay, last year I was able to pick up Terminator 2 on Blu-ray with a Steelbook. If you want to see what that looks like, go check out my other video of the Black Friday deals I got last year. But that Steelbook is one of the sexiest Steelbooks I have ever seen of a Blu-ray. Like, that thing immediately caught my attention and said, buy me. Well, I'm going to tell you one thing. This year, another movie did that. Another Steelbook. I was walking in Best Buy and I see the Steelbook and it's just like, buy me. You know I look good. You know I look good. This Steelbook is fucking so good looking and rightfully justified. It's a fucking amazing movie, and that is Apocalypse Now. Look at that. Look at that. That just perfectly matches the tone of the film. Very just dark and demonic, and it's just fucking amazing. Just look at that. That's just great. I was never planning on getting Apocalypse Now on Blu-ray, but the fact that I was able to walk across this sexy looking thing, hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, Apocalypse Now. One of the best war movies ever made. Not the best, but one of the best. Next up, we're going to keep it rolling with the Steelbooks here. Already own this movie, obviously, because rightfully justified. This movie has been called the best action movie in decades. And I may not agree with that statement, but I can damn well tell you I can see where they're coming from, because this is a shit fucking amazing movie. Man, I'm lost for words because this movie's so good. The Raid. Redemption on Steelbook. The Raid. The first one. I have the second one too, but the first Raid, the Steelbook is just, look at it, man. This Steelbook's just great. With the little piles of blood in the shapes of soldiers' bodies. It's just fantastic. And, you know, it's just one of those movies where you get it for the Steelbook. This thing looks fucking great. For a long time now, I have been waiting for this goddamn movie to go down in price. And I saw it. I was so tempted to get it. I was like, no, I'm not paying $15. I can't pay $15. Even over the summer, I'm like, I'll wait till Black Friday. Just wait until Black Friday, and we'll see if it goes down. And I was damn lucky to find this thing for $6.99. I'm so glad to find it. Escape Plan on Blu-ray. Now, I don't care what anyone says. This is just... it's fun. It's so much fun, man. It's not the greatest movie ever made. Hell, it's not even the greatest action movie ever made. But there are some damn entertaining action sequences in this movie, and just to see fucking Schwarzenegger and Stallone in the same movie, fucking in a prison, like wreaking havoc on everyone, that is a damn good time. And I'm really glad I found this for a good deal on Blu-ray. Next up is, again, I'm getting the ball rolling on Scorsese. I've seen about 7 of his movies now, but I still got a shit ton of other movies to get through. But I guess I can add this to another one. I found this one for $3.99 as well, Gangs New York. I've heard some fantastic things about Gangs New York. I believe this won someone an Oscar. Was it Daniel Day-Lewis? I want to say it was Daniel Day-Lewis. I don't know. I think someone did win an Oscar from this. You know, Scorsese, man, I'm starting to adore him with each and every one of his movies that I continue to watch. You know, he hasn't really made a terrible movie I've seen yet. I mean, he's made some mediocre movies like Casino, but, I mean, nothing bad, man. And, the fact, I've heard fantastic things about this, so I can't wait to see it. Coming to the end of my Best Buy buys is, I guess you can say I saved the best for last, I guess. I walked by this, and this immediately caught my attention, kind of the way the Apocalypse Now Steelbook caught my attention. I'm sure you can guess the movie when I hold it up in front of the screen, but if you don't, I'll yell it out. But yes, that is Leon the Professional on Blu-ray, and it includes the unrated version as well. Fuck yes, man. This is a sexy-ass Blu-ray steelbook right there. Look at that. It's just fantastic. You see Leon in the background in a silhouette. You got Natalie Portman, you know. Yes, fucking love Leon the Professional, man. Phenomenal 90s action movie, man. Action drama, I should call it. But sexy ass steelbook. Don't really need to spend too much time on it. Next up, we're gonna hit up my Target Blu-ray buys, and I found some damn good things at Target. I didn't find many things at Target, but I found a couple good things at Target that I'd like to share with you guys. Of course, I told you guys before that I did get Edge of Tomorrow for $6 on Blu-ray. That is a fucking phenomenal price. That literally, I could not ask for a better price. For a fucking new movie that just came out on Blu-ray, like not too long ago, for $6, that's fucking amazing. I can't really say the same thing about 22 Jump Street. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to go spend the full fucking $25 for the fucking movie on Blu-ray. I may wait a little bit for it to go down in price, but whatever. But Edge of Tomorrow, man, now the $6, you cannot go wrong with a Tom Cruise actioner. Hell yeah. As much as I loathe this movie, there are a couple entertaining action sequences, as any movie by this director may have, but I own every other film in this franchise, and I guess I had to complete the series with Transformers 3: Dark of the Moon. A part of me wants to hate this movie more than 2 because of how bloated and unnecessarily large scale it is, but 2 pretty much takes the cake of being the shittiest Transformers movie. But as with any movie by Michael Bay, and I will defend Michael Bay because he's directed some phenomenal action scenes in his action movies with phenomenal action scenes in his day, but Transformers Dark of the Moon, I own every other Transformers film on Blu-ray, and of course, obviously, if I'm ever going to watch the first Transformers, I'm probably going to watch a couple scenes out of the second, and then I'll probably pop in the third to watch a couple scenes, and I'll pop in the fourth to watch in a couple scenes. Weird thing, though, the first Transformers is the only Transformers movie that's fully watchable from start to finish. Really weird. Okay, hate me if you want to again. Have not seen Anchorman. I've seen Anchorman 2. That movie is fucking hilarious. People have told me that the first Anchorman is Anchorman 2 on crack. By that I mean it's 10 times better. So, I cannot wait to see this. Fucking love Will Ferrell. Will Ferrell's like the funniest guy ever on the planet in the history of ever. So, I cannot wait to see the first Anchorman. And it's unrated. Cool. So glad to find this. I was so surprised. I didn't even know this was going to be on sale, this next movie here. Wolf of Wall Street on Blu-ray. Hell yeah, man. I love the Wolf of Wall Street, man. Scorsese, you dog. You are just such a stylistic person, aren't ya? Aren't ya? $6. Wolf of Wall Street. $6. $6 for Wolf of Wall Street, man. $6. That's amazing. Next up is a movie that I was hoping they wouldn't run out of, but thank God I got one of the last 3 copies of it before it was sold out. And for $6, hell yeah, man. Lone Survivor. Fantastic war film. And you can even categorize this as a war action film. These action scenes are so realistic, and they are so good. This movie's directed with such pizzazz, and it's a surprise because was it Peter Berg? He directed Battleship, that piece of whale turd bullshit. That director went on to direct this pretty good movie, and I'm surprised. Okay, now on to the Walmart stuff.